Welcome back to a Fifth of Jack Gaming. And today we're cracking a pack. We're cracking a pack of the newest set, Innistrad Midnight Hunt. It's a set booster, so that means we're going to have 12 cards in here. We're guaranteed a foil and an art card. It's a little bit on Innistrad, so we get to see what we end up pulling out. Before we crack the pack, though, I want to say thank you for watching. If this is your first time around here, hopefully you'll like to subscribe to the channel and watch any of our future content. With that said, let's crack the pack and see what we get. If you like to hear the sounds of the pack opening up, let me know in the comments down below. And we'll start adding that if you guys are liking it. And if you don't, we'll just keep on doing what we're doing. So we're going to start with this awesome art card. Boom! That is the Harvest Dry Sentry by Liva Prima. It's number 47 out of 81. Then we got a cool mountain. That's something that's going to be unique with this set, that it's going to have all art like that you'll be able to get out of the booster packs. And the first card that we're going to have is Eaten Alive. Costs 1 black for a sorcery. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature or pay 3 and a black more. Exile target creature or planeswalker. Alright, Rod and Reunion. Costs 1 black. Instant. Exile 1 target creature from a graveyard. Create a 2/2 zombie creature token with Decay. So Decay is something that's unique. They can't block. And once they do any kind of combat damage, they get sacrificed at the end of turn. The flashback cost is 1 and a black. Flashback's also unique because you can end up playing that back for the flashback cost out of your graveyard. Once you do, exile that card. Then we're going to Crawl from the Cellar. Costs 1 black for a sorcery. Return a target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target zombie that you control. Has a flashback cost of 3 and a black. Then we have Might of the Old Ways. Costs 1 and a green for an instant. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. And then it has Cavern, which is something unique that you have to have 3 different power to be able to activate that. But if we have Cavern, we get to draw a card. Strongcourt Blood Thief costs 2 and a black for a vampire rogue that has a 2/2 body. At the beginning of your end step, if an opponent lost life this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on a target vampire you control. Has a 2/2 body. That was our first uncommon. We have next one's another uncommon. It's Bloodthine Collector. Costs 4 and a black for a vampire noble flying, and when it enters the battlefield, if an opponent lost life this turn, each opponent discards a card. It has a 3/4 body. Oh, we got some fancy art with this Candle Grove Witch that costs 1 and a white for a human warlock. Has Cavern, which we covered this. And if you end up having it, the Cavern Witch gains flying until end of turn. Has a 2/2 body. Vengeful Stranger costs 1 and a black for a human rogue. Has a 2/1 body and it can't block. When it dies, return it to the battlefield under your control. Under your control, attached to a target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. I'm assuming it has the flip side. Boom! It's Strangling Grasp. It's an enchantment. Enchanted creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. At the beginning of your upkeep, enchanted permanent controller sacrifices a non-land permanent and loses 1 life. Then we have a Tavern Ruffian. Costs 3 and a red for a human warrior werewolf. It is daybound when it comes out. So daybound and nightbound is only something that's affected with the person that is playing currently. When I'm talking about playing, I mean the person that's on the play that it's their turn. So, like, if you want to be changing it over to nightbound and you play no spells, it'll automatically become nightbound. But if you want to switch it back to daybound, you have to play 2 spells to switch it back over to daybound. But while we're talking about nightbound, let's flip her over and see what we got. We got the Tavern Smasher. It's a werewolf that has nightbound. That's a 6/5 body. Our foil is Nanate Rush. Costs 2 and a red. This spell costs 1 less to cast if you control a vampire. The rush deals 1 damage to a target creature and 1 damage to its controller. Draw a card. And our rare is Wake to Slaughter. Costs 3, a black, and a red for sorcery. Choose up to 2 target creature cards in your graveyard. An opponent chooses one of them. Return that card to your hand. Return the other one under the battlefield under your control. It gains haste, exile at the beginning of the next end step. It also has the flashback cost of 4, a black, and a red. And then we got a special oldie card that's on the list. Goblin Lore. Costs 1 and a red. It's a sorcery. Draw 4 cards and put them into your hand. Then discard 3 cards at random from your hand. Talking about a good gamble. You never know what's going to happen. So that's the pack. What do you guys think of it? What would you end up picking? You have anything interesting coming over from this wonderful midnight hunt? Let us know down in the comments below. And if you're liking the content that we're putting out, like, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon to be notified about any of our future content. Thanks for watching, and until next time, we'll see you later.